dangerous life. Anything new with the business? Everything? Still working? Yeah.
23 Toronto Drive.
Nice. Theater?
I want to live in my house.
A
lot drier too.
That's cool though, right?
Heloisa Rosa is a talented Brazilian gospel singer. She is married to the son of a pastor. The guy's name is Marcus Grubert, and he is her producer. They have a child together, at least one, a girl, who is about 6 years old. Back in early 2023, the couple lived in Central Florida, and Heloisa had a personal assistant from Brazil, a lady who was in the United States illegally. Both women had a daughter of about the same age. Then, in April of 2023, according to the now former personal assistant, Heloisa asked whether the personal assistant's daughter would like to have a sleepover with Heloisa's daughter. The personal assistant agreed, claiming that she trusted her boss, Heloisa. The sleepover happened, but then, allegedly, the child later told her mom that Heloisa's husband, Marcus Grubert, had put something in her mouth. Although at first the personal assistant was supposedly afraid to report the matter, she eventually sought out help and reported the incident to authorities. A full investigation began, and it culminated with the arrest of Marcus Grubert. During the investigation, authorities sought to speak to Marcus, but he had referred them to his attorney, Michelle Yard. Following his arrest, which was about a year after the alleged incident, a little more than a year, the state attorney's office continued the investigation in order to decide whether to file formal charges. Then, about 1 month and 1 week later, a prosecutor in the state attorney's office filed a no information notice, writing, open quote, "From the investigation which has been made, it is the opinion of the writer that this case is not suitable for prosecution," close quotes. As a result, Marcus Grubert was released. In this video, I'll show you the evidence that has been released in the case. I'm also going to show you some of the email communications that explain why the prosecutor decided not to file formal charges. The gist is that the prosecutor was apparently worried that there would be credibility issues. He believed that there was evidence that the girl's parents may have coached their daughter, or that a jury may think that. He also seemed concerned about the fact that the family may use this situation to obtain a U visa, a special type of visa the government gives out to victims of certain kinds of crimes, such as human trafficking. An additional factor may have been that there was a fundraiser seeking money to pay the lawyer who had been representing the family in this matter. I would say that there's an additional couple of factors that are not mentioned by the prosecutor, but that I believe played a role. One of them is the language barrier. The victim and her parents speak Portuguese, and I think that did play a role in the prosecutor's decision. The prosecutor seemed to justify his decision by his apparent belief that the child was insisting that Marcus put a pacifier in her mouth. But after I have read everything, it seems that the child had actually reported that Marcus had put something in her mouth, that Marcus told her it was a pacifier. Like, he's doing this, and then the girl, maybe after he's done, says, "Hey, what was that in my mouth?" And that he says that was a pacifier. So, on top of that, I believe that there's an additional evidentiary issue why the prosecutor tilted towards not filing formal charges. And that has to do with the fact that they preserved the clothes that the girl was wearing that night, and there was a substance on the shirt. It was sent out for testing, and in the end, it was not it didn't contain any semen. So all of those factors, I think, played a role in the decision not to prosecute the case. After the prosecutors dropped the case and Mr. Grubert was released from jail, Judge Tanya Davis Wilson, who was presiding over the case, received 2 letters in protest. I'll read those letters to you. The first letter is from Ana Alves Lazaro. It reads as follows. This letter is intended to the office of Judge Tanya Davis Wilson. I'm reaching out in the name of the Hope and Justice Foundation in relation to the case of Marcus Martin Grubert, accused of sexual abuse with a victim of 6 years old. I believe at the time of the incident she was 5, but at the time of the writing of this letter, the child was 6. Court case number 24 CF 1582. We are a nonprofit or a foundation founded in 2019 and located in Orlando, Florida. We are focused on helping victims of domestic violence, child abuse, and human trafficking. Throughout these years, the foundation have helped over 1,000 victims, from providing them clothes and hygiene material to legal issues and psychological support. At this moment, we're helping the child and her family that are victims of Marcus. Since the first moment that the victim's mother discovered that her 6-year-old daughter had been sexually abused by Marcus, the foundation have been closely giving her and her family all the necessary support, advising them and crying their tears with them. We acknowledge that the recipient of this letter is likely well versed in the details of this case and has access to information provided by the relevant authorities. Our aim is to provide you with a deeper understanding of the challenges this family has endured over the past several months. The damage inflicted by Marcus Grubert is beyond words, and the levels of fear, humiliation, indignation, and pain experienced by the child and her family are immeasurable. The child was requested to attend therapy sessions. The description of what she is feeling and what she describes speaks volumes. For an extended period, she grappled with feelings of shame, guilt, worry, and emotional detachment. As a 5-year-old, she had to understand about sexual relations, not only the deep details of it, but the darkness and pain it can cause. She had to come to terms with the complete violation of her privacy, the brutal loss of her innocence, and the irrevocable alteration of her life, realizing that it would never be the same again. Until this day, over 14 months after the abuse, the victim still fighting against her own thoughts. There's some typos here. She still has no understanding why this happened to her, when all she wanted to do was spend the night with her best friend. The victim's family remains in disbelief over the challenges they are confronting. In addition to grappling with the trauma of violation and mustering strength for their daughter, their anguish extends beyond themselves. Their pain affects their elderly parents, relatives who live far away, and numerous loved ones who lose sleep, endure suffering, and share in the burden of this seemingly unrelenting pain. The type of crime committed by Marcus against this child is not any type of crime. The crime committed by him, it is a crime that does not merely violate her physical body, it shatters her innocence, honor, and dignity. It forces her to question her her life, faith, and very existence. The wounds inflicted are so deep that, for some victims, they become reasons to end their own lives. The crime committed by Marcus not only victimizes this child, but symbolizes the suffering of millions of children and women abused daily around the world. Marcus embodies the deepest fears of a typical child and woman. He is the reason many women are afraid to walk alone, to make new friends, to form relationships, or even to trust their own relatives. Marcus represents everything that society must not tolerate on its streets, particularly in a city as cherished and family-oriented as Orlando, known for being so welcoming to families and children. We trust that this victim and her family will find the peace they deserve. We trust that the authority you represent will safeguard our community and our children by delivering the justice this heinous crime demands. We trust you to provide the closure the 6-year-old needs to envision her future so that the woman she becomes 15 years from now will know that this city stood by her and did not fail her. As a representative of this foundation, we fight tirelessly against these crimes and will not rest until Marcus Grubert is behind bars for the rest of his life. We owe this to this little girl. We would like to make ourselves available as a foundation. If there is a scenario we can be of any type of help to this case, feel free to contact us. Ana Alves Lazaro. The second letter is from Clivia Brenner Horton and says that the letter is intended to the office of Judge Tanya Davis Wilson, Judge Patricia Stobridge, Judge Keith Cartson, and Judge Michael Murphy. It reads, to the Honorable Judge Tanya Davis Wilson, I just heard the possibility of a dangerous person to get off prison soon. Marcus Grubert, case number 2024 CF 1582. And the reason is unbelievable. Lack of proof? He sexually abused a little girl, 5 years old last year, and with a lot of courage, she said what happened to her mom. She said what happened to her mom, and then to the justice system. What more proof is needed? A video of him doing that? That's outrageous. I am a survivor, and I was abused sexually when I was 8 years old, and I didn't have the courage to speak up until I was 50 years old. This girl deserves justice to be done. It takes a lot for a little girl to open up about something like this. Please don't let us believe that justice will not be served. Please. I wish more girls had the courage to speak up when a grown man abuses them sexually. She is very courageous. Do not let him out. Marcus Grubert is a very dangerous man. I believe he abused other kids, open parenthesis, maybe even his own kids, question mark, question mark. Did you all check on that, question mark, close parenthesis. I don't want to lose faith in justice, but I'm about to. Please don't allow Marcus Grubert to be a free man. Imagine him abusing other kids as soon as he gets his freedom again. Just imagine. Please keep him locked up. Please, please, regards. I'm not going to say her name because she mentioned her prior sexual abuse, but, she can go online and I guess say her name if she wants to. In any case, cases of this nature are horrible. Of course, a man is presumed innocent until proven guilty, and of course, in this case, the state decided to drop the charges. So, I guess we'll not find out unless a new prosecutor decides to reopen the case. That's always a possibility. Cases of this nature are horrible, but they're very difficult to prosecute, particularly where the alleged perpetrator has not confessed during an interrogation. At this time, there is no indication of a civil case having been opened. Of course, if the matter will be pursued outside of the criminal justice system, there's always a chance that the case would be resolved out of court and no lawsuit would be filed. And in that case, we may never know, especially because in this type of case, if there's a settlement, they usually also will include a confidentiality provision. Nonetheless, given the notoriety of Marcus's wife, this case definitely did gather a lot of attention among Brazilians and in Central Florida, and I think it will certainly be difficult for the Gruberts to get any friends with little kids to allow their children to stay over for a sleepover party. Thanks for watching Mental Lawyer, and happy Thanksgiving.
Hey. Alright, so I have a story for you.
You have a what?
I have an update.
Damn it. What you got? First of all, start with the beginning.
Got it. So while they were sleeping, she kind of like semi woke up to her on top of standing over her on the bed over the bed. He was yeah.
And she was at a sleepover. So while she's sleeping, who's standing over her? Okay.
She kind of like semi woke up. She saw that his like arm over her eyes, covering her eyes, and she felt something on her mouth, which only she could describe as something hard, cold, and wet.
Okay.
When that happened, she kind of woke up in the morning. The she told what happened, and that's when he was putting a pacifier on her mouth because
Does she take a pacifier?
Yes, I'm here with mom and dad, her biological parents, mom and dad, and they said yes, she does use a pacifier, but the victim at first, she thought that it was the suspect's tongue because of the fact it was cold, hard, and wet, so she assumed it was his tongue on her mouth.
And this is a
On So that happened on Sunday morning, the morning after.
hold on. Let me pause you for 1 second. So this.
Yes.
Where are you right now?
I am at the city center, 111 East Monument, at the DCF office.
Okay, you're not at White. So that was where I wanted you to start with, where
Got
you were.
Got
You're
it.
with DCF at their DCF office. So they received a call from who? Okay, so have they?
Not yet. We just finished speaking to the parents.
They were parents of at the DCF office as well.
Yes.
Okay, so the allegations are possible sexual by
Yes.
Okay, so now the parents confronted this guy.
So on Sunday morning, he spoke to the little girl.
The little girl spoke to.
And then she was like,
Told them.
and she told her, and then hey, she overheard a conversation between the mom and the dad, saying, hey, like if you did anything to this child, I'm gonna kill you for it. So when the victim's mom, the biological mother, came and picked her up, so the biological mom yesterday went to a psychiatrist on the Hope Center, and the psychologist spoke to the little girl, and then at that point, the little girl kind of like said, okay. I mean, it felt more like if she didn't see it, but she said it felt more like it was his penis on her mouth because when she woke up, she found that the side of her mouth was salivating, and on her shirt was something like white and wet.
Okay. So what's the next step? What are we planning on doing?
So so one thing that I forgot to say in the beginning, the victim, the biological parents, they all So I have another CPI with me that's translating everything. So I'm gonna have them write out, or I'm gonna have the mom write out a statement, and then can I have the CPI translate on the translation form?
Well, it'll be easier to probably just not get a statement from anybody and we'll let CID handle that. I have a few questions. So, okay, we don't let DCF interview the child regarding the actual allegations. They can ask general questions. They do need a disclosure from the child to refer to CPT. Have they talked about CPT yet, or they
Yes.
said they're gonna refer?
Yes. I spoke to the investigator in charge, and he said that they're gonna call CPT. They're gonna get CPT involved. But none of us haven't questioned the child yet.
Oh, nobody should be questioning the child. However, it's a little issue because they need a disclosure from the child to refer to CPT. But because there's a language barrier, so does the child speak English? The fucking child doesn't speak English. Okay. So that's not, hold on. If you're talking to anybody or letting anybody talk to you as well, tell them to wait.
Okay.
Then I'll call you back. I want to see how CID wants to deal with this with the language barrier.
Got it.
The child is definitely not going back to the residence, correct?
No.
Oh, the victim.
Yeah, the victim and the parents.
Okay, but now there's a concern for the child that lives in the right? Because there's a child in that home
Yes.
that could be being abused and molested or something, right?
Possibility, yeah.
Okay, so what's DCF saying about that child? Have they even been contacted and nothing?
No, not as of now.
There's no disclosure.
As of now, nothing yet.
Okay, so have they given you a date for CPT, or they said anything about CPT? Like, other than that they involved in CPT, do they have a time frame so I can let CID know?
Time frame happened between Saturday night and Monday morning.
No, time frame when?
Oh, no.
Date or time
No.
CPT?
Nothing as of
Can you
yet.
ask them if they've gotten a date and time for CPT? They're
Yeah.
calling us.
Oh. 10-4. Yeah, I'll get with them, and then I'll let you know.
Are you kidding me right now? They asked you if you're 10-6. Are you not on a freaking call? What is this?
I have no idea.
You're asking if you're 10-6. Patrol, you don't have him on a call at DCF?
We have a caller. Passenger transfer to his call.
Wait. Stand by on the line. I don't even know what to call him anymore. Like, we have a caller. What is that? What does that mean? We have a caller. A what? Is it regarding the call? Anthony speaks in code, drives me nuts.
Oh, I remember.
He's 10-6. So can you, while I'm on the phone with you, can you ask DCF if they have a date and time for CPT?
All right, I have to walk back to the office, but I'll let you know. I'll send you a
Oh,
text.
no, that's fine. Then text me. Tell them that you spoke with me. I'm speaking to detectives and asked to wait before. No one should be talking to the child, but if we can just hold off, and then I'll call you right back.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Y necesito el nombre. Hello.
Hi, it's Officer Reyes again.
Yeah.
Alright, so I was talking to my supervisors and I was trying to help you out so that way you'd have to wait for me 50 more minutes. They agreed to see if you're able to send me the intake form and all the information provided, just provided to me so that way I can write a report over here and we don't have to meet. So that way you don't have to wait.
So you can what? So you can come here?
No, I'm not gonna be heading over there, so that way you don't have to wait for me. So if you can give me the information, you can send me an email with the intake form and all the information, and we'll go from there.
And who's getting the supplement for the detective?
I'm gonna be doing the supplement, but I'm gonna be doing it like with the information you provide me.
Okay, I just send the intake to the detective, but I can forward it to you. Can you text me your email?
Yeah, of course. And quick question: is this a new allegation or?
Yeah, they're new allegations.
So these haven't been reported?
That's correct.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about them, please, before we?
Okay, let me go outside because I'm inside of the home.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
I don't have more battery, Mom.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Now, I have been here for 3 hours and now I don't have even battery in my computer.
I got you.
Okay, hold on. All right, so she disclosed that the perpetrator put his penne on her mouth. He moved the penne inside of her mouth multiple times.
Okay.
So basically, he was trying to masturbate in her mouth. She also disclosed that he touched her vagina with his hands.
Okay.
She also disclosed that he put her in different positions. She did not disclose that he penetrated her, but she said that he put her in different positions in the bed. When the child tried to get out of the situation, he got scared and went to the bathroom.
Okay, and who's he?
His name is Marcus, and the detective has the information. I don't have that information.
We don't know who is he to her?
Mom left the child with a friend overnight, and this guy that lives in that home, which you guys have the address, and the detective has the address, he went to the bedroom and did that.
So she was basically sleeping over and did these things.
Or 1 Adam 16 in check.
That's correct.
Okay.
Figure 20 in check.
1 second. 10-4. Did anybody interview the child?
When? Today or what?
I don't know if anybody. I was just asking if anybody interviewed the child today.
Yeah, she was in CBT.
Okay.
And she denied the allegations, and that's why, like now we have a new case, and you guys has also, more allegations because now she went to the therapy. She's been taking therapies.
Okay.
And she disclosed it to the therapist, and the therapist called us.
Perfect. So nobody has talked to her today. We haven't interviewed to her.
No.
Okay.
No,
perfect.
only me.
Okay, you interviewed her today?
I did. Yeah. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm still here.
No, I know. I just thought it was the interviews were supposed to be in the in that interview. There's the CBT, I think.
Yeah, she did interview in CPT, but she denied it, right? We got another allegations. So I'm here. I kind of talked to her, right?
Okay.
She started disclosing more stuff. I called the detective. He said, send you guys here to get the supplemental. And I'm not sure if he's going to take her back to CPT. I'm not sure because it's his case. So I don't know.
Okay, and what did she disclose anything to you when you were interviewing her?
Yeah, all the things that I'm telling you.
Everything that you're telling me? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna send you a text message with my email so you can send me all the information you have.
Okay.
We have the name of everybody.
Yeah, I have that. I can send you the pre-commencement so you can have that too. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. I'll call you in a second.
Again?
Yep, I'll call you again.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
Charlie, sure.
Jesus Christ.
SEN? I'm saying Charlie. I'm saying Charlie. 10-7. He's doing that. Centurion 2 Baker 10 and 1 Baker 30 needs to reroute. 1065, A signal 20. 015, 3187 West 9. Is this upgraded? 54. 51, JYP launch. No.
Hey, Corporal. I just spoke with the DCF lady. How much of the information you want? There's gonna be a case number. She did interview the kid today already, so yeah. The kid had already done a CBT. She denied everything on the CBT. Then she went to therapy, disclosed everything. Then therapist called DCF. Then DCF went over there today, and she talked to the kid. I don't know. She's trying to blow me off. Like she wants to get out of the situation. I'm telling her she has to wait. So she told me she spoke to Samariva, gave him all the information to Samariva, and that's where we're at right now. She told me it was about like a week, a month, two weeks ago. Yes. So no. So this, what happened was the allegations came out. She denied everything. So I'm guessing the case, like, I don't know if it was closed or anything, but now she's giving all the information regarding the only incident that's happened. Yeah. No. No. Gotcha. Okay. She's sending me the what's it called? I forget the whole summary. Yeah, she's sending me the intake form. I don't know if you guys want me to forward that to you guys. Okay. Sounds good. I think they're gonna schedule a new CPT. It doesn't make sense. I also told her, I was like, hey, I think the interview is supposed to be done at CPT, and she's like, no, but you already had a CPT. I don't think this person is competent. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. All right. No problem. All right. Intake.
Hello?
All right. It's Officer Reyes again.
Yeah.
All right. So, quick question. The incident that took place, it was only one incident, correct? It hasn't happened multiple times?
That's correct. The incident that Steven is investigating, the same.
Okay, so this is all the same incident. It's just the first time she didn't disclose any of the information.
That's correct, and now she's disclosing.
And now she's disclosing? Okay, perfect. Mm-hmm. And then I got, you're not anywhere near the family, correct?
I am.
Okay.
I need to go outside?
Yeah, I just want to go over the information I got over here just to double check it, and then that's about it. I think after we talk about this, you'll be good to go.
Okay. Are you getting close here or no?
Like I said, I'm not gonna be responding over there. So after we're done here talking, you're gonna be you're good to go.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me go outside.
No problem.
Déjame tomarte una foto. Mamá, yo te voy a llamar para. Okay. Let me say goodbye to the family because I'm taking my stuff. Okay. Hold on.
No problem. No problem.
Charlie 2, Charlie 3, get the text.
Alright, can you step out? Are you ready to put your shoes?
I got a Charlie 4 when you said the text was 23.
You're gonna put in a saxo. We're going to that door over there. Go ahead. Can you please stand on that green box over there?
Hello, man.
Hey guys, how you doing? Thank you.
That's disappointing. Yeah. You want to say, you said, one more batch of cars.
And then after that, it's like, one more.
Yeah.
You listen to your gut. Sometimes it goes wrong. Sometimes you're right.
Really?
Yeah, well, you got it. Did, you put a nice.
No.
You can just say both, 161 also, both of them start sign.
Oscar 1986 control. Yes, I'm connected.
Yes, we're gonna.
There goes it.
Come on, computer.
Never.
It was on there.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the session for that is, but.
Never.
Hey, did that SO leave me? You never dropped a lot of bid on that?
I'm gonna get back to the one right for the callers now. Heading west,
So we gotta write the criminal for the stop.
Here it is.
Like right, so there's a criminal there on the 17th, and we can write what we got. It's very, literally just, you'll see the layout on this date, this time, certain area.
Like the 21.
It's literally, yes, it's literally like this short.
Okay.
You will clear this vehicle. Turn across the lane, turn across whatever. You have a PC board, you initiate track stop, you contact with the. You don't even have to. I can put that in there.
Oh, okay. Is it?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, no, it's gonna. Oh, no, I didn't. That's right there. My area is gonna.
Top steering me, and I was trying to avoid you.
That was the wrong way to do it. You were just minding your business, I don't know if you want your business.
Yeah, send that. I worked out that we do that away from my house.
I now have an ID 97.
Oh, you had him 15 yesterday.
Was it? We ain't heard of a house.
That house and 100% time sharing with the kids and the dog until we go to court.
Damn. So she gets
So-
100%?
Yep, so this trunk's the other one.
Yeah, well, he dropped that anyway. So she has 100% on the kids. Damn.
100%. That's a big deal. People talk. Oh, yeah. With the kids there. And what? And then.
Session out. Cheers.
Then the fire.
You want to report that subject for doing signal violation of Thursday night.
Damn, yeah, this.
Yo, he's gonna be. Hey, I'm back again.
Well, the judge probably didn't like that, he threw one and walked, or one tongue down.
Yeah, it was warm enough to
Hurt.
hurt. And. It was also the wall. It was like you want this, so like sponge behind it and roll over on the wall. I think I was gonna argue it.
Yeah, his story was very.
Oh, so because he was like listening and maybe like they had like an L-shaped out. All of it was over here, so now we're here, and he's like, is it no, I'm sitting over there, and he's like, oh, but then I was sitting around, and I was like, well, it's still on it.
But still, the cop was behind where she was sitting. So
Yeah, all of it, like you could like almost see like one of the angles. And her sweater was covered, like white sweaters. Like a night.
300-10 for Whitestone Circle. Each location is North 4 Ridge Condos. The cost for Greystone Loop. WC. Be advised of previous call history.
I don't see Brad.
He's doing secret school.
What are we gonna do secret school next week?
We did today.
I wasn't very secret squirrel.
Well, we got a family tonight.
Like,
I should have went on
like,
the
you know,
I'm gonna interrupt you.
like you're on radio, you know.
We're going to tag and then.
Copy reference to 52 at 2499 North Fourth.
Although, if I would pick up from the loop, that's kind of a secret squirrel thing, because we were told nothing.
Yep.
We were in messenger phones.
Don't.
So, most Marshalls are exciting.
Yeah, super exciting.
They were pretty to look at, some of them.
Yes.
You may have been very good.
I don't even think, I mean, I contacted one of them.
One of them, like, the way that he's selling, God. Yeah.
We should have went on a study test.
Oh, he smells delicious. I remember when I was here.
We should have won on a 30 test.
He was pretty good. So good.
Should have won 2 last year test.
Oh, it's the Raj.
We should have won 2 last year test.
I think that's
Because they're, the needles smell like candy.
Well, they're just not gonna go home smelling like that. I'm gonna go, this is
Don't
under.
find some fun, this shit's our smell, we'll leave one puppet. No, cologne, no needle, or no mess. That's not, we're wearing a sweaty ass vest. When I take this shit off, it smells like that. It's fucking terrible.
I'm sorry. I made a mistake in the first one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I think that's. Every time I see it, I don't know, every time one comes out. Every time. Literally, every single time. One goes to the county. Like, oh, yeah, curry, I'm going to.
Okay.
How are you doing? It's perfect. And he has a pair of socks in his pocket. You too.
Any questions? Have a good day.
No, no questions. The other issue, then go to the courts.
Yep. Have a good day. At this place, at this address, at this time, what's up?
And then we have the email.
When I need patrol 97.
You know, you guys, do me a favor.
I got you.
6 favors, actually.
I have enough ink in my pen, don't worry.
What's this warrant for? It's a felony. It's a sexual offense. What?
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're about 6. I like to leave here about.
Thank you very much.
Can you log in those? And they're 97.
It's really yeah, this do you have a religious preference? Marriage, single. Married? Do you wear glasses or contacts? Graduate high school? Teeth straight, all this thing? One else is straight, I'm sure.
Yes.
So.
Well, it was who's want for us to see it.
Yeah, your tattoos?
He just points out.
You got an emergency contact phone number?
Where's not?
One of the unknowns for drugs or alcohol? Ever committed a sex offense? Have you ever committed a sex offense? Huh? No, sir. Good. How are you? I can't complain. We ultimately sorry, that doesn't require fingerprint. I don't think so. As long as it doesn't require fingerprint. How you doing? I thought we were going to like hearing that close. So here. That's how we're going on that. Or who did you consider that for your co-workers? No, I heard one like that. Yeah, no. If the inmates getting active charges that require you to be fingerprinted, or you want to have a person on the program, is it not going to be that one? But this, you can just go like, I think, let me see if, it's just quicker.
I just have to read one, then I
Do you agree? I will go. There's just serving an injunction. I have no problem with sending it to that. If the inmate doesn't need to be fingerprinted. Medical support is medical. So you're going to go down this hall. Okay. Go all the way in there again, you're going to make a left. You hit the corner, make another left. Medical support, you with your heart. Awesome. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. In the control room, you went too far. Okay. I think I remember where it's at. Left. Awesome. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. That's good.
always, thank you.
Just want to try this too. Try
Do you have something for me?
Yes, I do. If you could just add after that sign.
Just a letter A, is that right?
Yep, just the letter A. Beautiful.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
report.
Medical?
Charles 22 Patrol. Okay. Clear the school system. Here.
Okay, did you want a copy of your hit?
Yes.
Okay, and then also, does this say 1612?
Yes.
Okay, so your violation needs to come before your arrest. So just somehow make it come before.
So, how was that possible? Oh, okay. Hold on. Original call. Yeah, because I got the time for the second call, all right? Sorry, 14:45.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
What's the last name?
Yes.
Yes.
If you look for Marcus Martin, he's inside here.
He's inside of him.
Yeah.
You might have read it.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
I was not really related, so.
Sir? All right. No problem. Okay. Room.
Depresión, ansiedad, bipolaridad, ¿qué más?
Ansiedad, bipolaridad.
Él fue doctor, algo de eso.
Ansiedad.
¿Cuánto tiempo fue diagnosticado?
2 años.
Y aparte de trabajar con
Acaldesia.
¿Cómo?
Se llama acaldesia.
¿Y qué es?
El estómago. Como, pero ya hemos
¿Qué operaste? ¿Cuánto tiempo?
como, ¿cuánto puede ser?
4 años.
Sort of.
You staying on east? No?
Huh? I thought I was about to give my handcuff back. Okay. Is mine?
Charlie 2. It's not in Charlie 3 only if you want the Valencian apartment. Charlie 2, can I have the location? Valencian apartment.
Did you guys have like corrections? Okay, cool. Yeah. Are you guys
New toy.
399. By the way, hey, you think that's bad? I freaking, I sent it to you earlier this morning. I think she was morning for traffic. Justin, he was like, yo, you take 10-14, so I was okay. So I took mine and his video right away. An inmate battered another inmate. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll take that along here. So, like, by the way, he battered another.
What you got into the warrant for?
For you, I thought you said a warrant.
No, it's two separate.
Hey, for new charges for somebody who's already in here, you guys don't need the booking key, right? This is all you got? Yeah. Is this your copy?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Is it out of warranty? Are you out of installation? You were about cleaning out. I don't get like a skateboard. Have you ever done that before? The cancellation. You never? Alright, cool. I normally do like if it's ours, I'll do yeah, so
Yeah, I'll stay
no, you're fine. If it's in there than before, then probably I'm just gonna leave all this here because I gotta go back to the pages and noise, and then I'll press it all. Because I brought my copies in for some reason too.
Right here.
Oh yeah. No, they gave me my cards.
Really?
Yeah. The rest of this guy on the camera footage, he just like he sucks. He just it was like him and his cellmate in his cell, and then his cellmate was like arguing from one end to the other. He just like walks in the face and starts wailing on his head, like just punching him.
Yeah, I've seen that video.
Yeah, and then
Because he had one with the first punch, he like fell on the door.
oh yeah,
The door must have been open because it opened up and
it
he went
opened
out.
up.
And he's out on the top tier, just freaking.
Bro, like 15 seconds until it got broken
He
up.
probably got like a good at least 20.
Yeah.
At least 20 years.
I was like, for that one, I was like,
So the dude was just sitting there.
he's gonna tell me, but I'm like, there's hate that he kill something like that. And then, then he's in like, I guess initial appearance or something. Walks up and rocks another dude. And starts a whole other fight. And then, starts fighting. Yeah. But there's a statute for inmate on this date. So that's
Very soon.
Suku. You ever see that in Where do you work? He's from Poinciana, I believe. Oh, maybe that was from yeah, no, too. I talked to him.
When you arrive at the location,
He's ready. Jesus.
Listening on throughout the lunch time.
I didn't see anything that said that. Is that in his words or his comments or something? So like numerous coupons.
Is it shoes? No, that's on.
He's got a $5,000 bond for both of them. I thought it might be no bond at first, which is like not there anything, but it's
It's a very morning idea, so an automatic one shower.
no, it's sorry. They have like different numbers. Is there statute for of those?
Charge her for.
Hey, I just wanted to double check that this is your case number.
Yes, from last year.
From last year?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Unfortunately, yes, that's right.
It's dangerous life. Courtney? Yeah, they get a ticket for him, man.
Yeah, they know how to say.
What are you doing up there, man? Oh, you got two? Now you're walking a dangerous line, man.
Conspiracy.
You're gonna murder you guys?
Best friend.
Are you doing the paperwork for that number?
It's a cool thing.
Feels pretty far.
Yeah, but. That's very best.
Orient myself.
Oh, figure out how much mother.
Should it work? Can you find
Yeah, you
it?
said the first one.
I pushed it.
I mean,
You hurt me.
you were there. You were the only one in there.
It went like up, and then you go down a little bit.
I mean, it worked. I mean, I know I'm hurt. That's why I went into this.
What did you get on the last one?
97.
You really?
Wow. My sister got 98.
They would probably beat you up if you did it different. 97, I think you almost made the
jewelry.
for what it could have been to get in the report. How did you know about the They only said
With Brad Spark the grant.
Maybe it's 0.9.
90.8 something. You can tie your shoes.
It's just you have to participate in that.
You're close.
Dang,
Army Marines, what do you want? You get more intelligence.
You know, honestly, bro, when I heard about like all the bonuses and stuff that we like in the army and everything, man, I'm like, man, we're just dumb, dude. Like, I didn't get nothing. You didn't get any enlistment bonus? You know, some of them be getting like crazy. Like, my brother re-enlisted, but he's in the Navy, and he's in like intelligence. $90,000 re-enlistment bonus.
Yeah. That's not
It's not that.
Okay, bro.
It's not that. I mean, they break it up. They give it to you over the course of
years or listen. Anyway.
Yeah. You did 20, right?
No. For sure. I did 4.
And then you went to be an electrician.
Double. Same. Work hard. I should have stayed in.
Yeah, because, you know, well, did you need to work for better in? You guys get married while you were in?
Right now. That's one of the reasons why I got out, because I found a better job, paying more.
Yeah, like, you know, I don't know what you said there was in the telephone company, but I feel like in the military, it's like a lot of that. The only thing that sucks is like, it's like salary. So it's like if you work like 10 to 2, it's like 2 hours, you get the same as you work like the whole freaking day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you have like administrative jobs, what did you do? Communications.
You can have a career in the military and music
Yeah, I was an oxygen. I need to, I thought I was
We're getting armor.
Yeah.
Smaller repair.
No. Everything from like, yes, like the sights on the rifle, but like everything like sabers, the sights on the tanks, the LEDs, the howitzers, everything you have to shoot them after you're done. Nope.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Anything new with business or anything? Yeah.
23 Nirvana Drive, apartment C.
Nice. Do you have room?
A lot
drier too. That's cool though, right? I mean, I just didn't sure like when Aurora as an adult, I'm not going to be like the passion about
She looked for one of the bottom problems because she was on the roof.
Yeah. Well, you're pretty strict.
She got that.
Yeah. Probably didn't flush either.
Still spending.
You're going to show her how to flush. We're getting deep, like philosophical.
Sure, she goes out where you're going to I'm glad you know how to. Just in my household. Sooner or later.
How old is that?
Old kid? 6 months.
Oh, really?
Clyde.
I mean, that's kind of cool, having him fit home with you guys, right?
And my 4-year-old is an ours.
Yeah. Sorry. That sucks, dude. See, that's like. You can imagine having that. It's like. No, whatever. No, he goes tomorrow.
This paperwork is approved. This paperwork is approved.
What's over here? We don't need either, so I'm like, I don't know.
No, I have to wait. I need to see. I have to wait for you guys to bring him back. We're told we have to wait for him to stay here until he goes that way. By policy.
There's been times where people have left and I said there's been times when people's left and there's an inmate sitting there.
Yeah, I know.
That's probably why you're down there somehow.
Thank you.
How did you connect the dots?
No, first time.
No, I can go.
Well, not seeing that. Somebody's looking. Kissimmee Police! Kissimmee Police Department!
Is there a way out?
There's somebody. Somebody's looking. 10-12. How you doing? Marcus? Step out here for me. Step out here. Listen, hey, step out here. Turn around. Hey, turn around. You're under arrest, okay? Now we can give you some shoes. Who's in there?
My wife.
Okay, step out here. I'll get with her.
No, let me.
Let's go.
What's that one? We have one ready. I got it.
How you doing? He's coming with us. Do you have some slippers or shoes you can use?
As you're 10-12, you're 40 to 81.
Like, what, sandals or whatever?
Yeah, 40 to 81.
10-12.
I know. Are you the only one back there?
Oh, that's why I was trying to be nice. But he was not going back. He's done.
One out of Center Patrol, can you look at that?
If you don't give him slippers, I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
care.
gonna take. I'm gonna 1 minute.
Yeah, I don't care.
That was a Kilo Papa. What's in charge?
You good?
Yeah, no, but let's go. We're not leaving. Let's go.
Yeah, we're not.
Let's go.
Let's go to Extra 11 unit check. $15.30.
Can you take this to his wife and see if she can get some kind of ID for him?
Papa 1 special.
Pop 1.
10-7.
Sorry. Shuttle 1, heavy.
Were you on Brandon Dyer?
Copy. I have you on Whitestone Circle. Is that correct?
That's where I'm around over there. Let's meet it somewhere else.
Wednesday, I mean, where are you going with this call? We got somebody in custody.
Her parties, are they 51
I just need our shoes.
Or
That's
about
it.
these?
And then his ID. You have his ID?
Huh? Ay,
Identificación de él.
sí.
¿No? Y esto es de él. Se puede quedar aquí.
Ok.
Necesito dos cosas. Zapatos, tenis o chancletas y ID.
Yo no tengo ID
De él. Pasaporte, algo.
Sómetro.
Ok.
Sómetro.
This is Charlie.
What's the number that they call 911 from?
653-8044.
Or 7?
Tavern.
Once I try to show verify the number is 653 or 653?
653.
She came out. She's gonna look for some his ID or passport. Some stuff.
That's irrelevant to me, to be honest.
Yeah, no. Sorry to ask her.
Huh?
Sorry to ask her. Did you talk?
Oh, no. I mean, I didn't even want to listen to him, to be honest.
I just called and I was like, I want to talk to you in person.
Okay.
So she's an hour and a half away. It's an hour.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
understand.
So,
Is that old to you?
no, an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. I understand why she's taking forever.
Because she's frantic.
She made a little bag for him. I was like, no, no bag. Shoes and ID. Anyways, they gotta give me shoes over there, so.
We do not need this.
You need that, and Sergeant wants an ID?
We have that.
We're not. She probably called me the lawyers.
We just need his ID. Yes. Shoes.
And shoes?
Yes.
You need the gloves?
Yes. Nope, that's
No,
it.
that's
Shoes.
it.
That's
Okay.
it. Thank you.
I can have some information where
Same road. It's gonna be Osceola County Jail.
Osceola County. Can I have a number that I need? Can I?
Yeah, pull up your phone. I'll bring it up for you.
Okay. You can.
The phone number, you have to search it, okay? I don't know it by heart, but that's where he's gonna be. It's on Simpson Road.
Okay.
Simpson Road, okay?
Simpson Road. Thank
Okay,
you.
no problem. That was easy. He's like, can I go? I was like, no, come on. He's like, can I get some shoes? I was like, no, come outside.
Those are shoes and ID.
On the floor?
Yep.
There's socks there too. And they're gonna go too.
All right. Thank you.
This interview is being conducted at the Kissimmee Police Department. The time is 1:07 and the date is March 11, 2024. The person being interviewed, can you just state your full name, please? Thanks. Okay, good to know. But yes, I do have the backup. I'm sorry about that.
No, you were asking about my name.
I'm sorry?
You were asking about my
Case. This interview is in reference to case 2300-3026. The interview is being conducted by myself, Detective Acevedo, and the persons present during this interview. Can you to the current address, right?
Just check.
That's yours, right? The current where you currently live. Okay.
Perfect.
Let me just put this because it's just easier instead of me. And the number that I have for you, that's a good contact number for you?
Yep.
Okay, I have that. So
Cell phone number, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Please. 5. All right. Highest level of education?
I have a degree in administration.
Administration?
Yes.
Okay, like a bachelor's and a bachelor?
Yeah.
Okay. Admin. Okay. Any military branch?
Sorry? No.
No.
Military?
Yeah.
No.
Any
No.
military experience? NA. That doesn't apply. Do you have any physical or mental illnesses?
No.
Okay.
No. Just a bit little obesity, I think.
Have you ever been arrested?
I'm overweight, not obesity.
Have you ever been arrested?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, here you go. Your ID. Okay, so because you're here And obviously, you're with your attorney. I'm gonna read you your rights. He's gonna, and then he's gonna swear you in.
Okay.
Now, if you want to speak to me after that, then we'll discuss further, whatever that may be. Okay. Hey, verbally say it. Verbally, because I'm like recording.
Yes. 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 Sí. Yes. Yes. Okay.
That's where I'm in. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so yes to these two as well.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes, because he has a lawyer, and yes, because he wants to talk to us.
Okay. So right here, I'm just putting yes to the fact that you understood these rights that he's explained to you, and you're just signing off stating that you understand them.
Just March 11. Você promete? Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, like I mentioned earlier, like I'm Detective Acevedo with the Kissimmee Police Department. I'm actually investigating a sexual battery. And throughout that investigation, that might have some information. I don't know if that information was given to you either under confession, as a friend. So this is why I'm kind of here you're here to see, how that information was relayed to you in any way. So the incident that I'm investigating happened sometime last year, around April, I guess with two at the time. So how long have you known?
I would say 5 years.
5 years? Okay. And
4 to 5.
4 to 5? And her family usually, and when I say family, like husband, wife, husband and kids, during that time frame, they've been part of the community?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Years. Okay. Marcus, how long have you known them for?
I would say over 10 years.
Over 10 years? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So sometime last year, because my investigation is stemming from that, there was allegations that something occurred. Now, obviously, to you for guidance, for advice as to how to handle the situation. My question to you is more, did they come to you and, hey, I need you as a friend, or how this conversation came to light for you?
Okay, I would say.
Is this something that this was a group conversation, individual? Okay. Can you tell me what was said within that conversation?
Looking for some instruction to how to live with that situation if something happened.
Okay. What exactly does he know the situation to be?
It was really clear for what happened, but the little girl was looking really scared. Probably something happened where she had slept over.
Slept over where? Or
onde que ela dormiu.
To them, what was their worries?
So então quando uma for and the second one as a mother of the girl with something might have happened. Yeah.
Okay. At any point during that meeting, did they go into details as to what was said to them at the time by the little girl?
They know.
The little girl said to them?
Yeah. I'm not sure who told him about it because the two girls they were together. Maybe they had talked together before, but the description was the little girl woke up in the middle of the night and was describing something. Desculpa, no final não perdi. Okay, deixou. Something during the night. She got scared of something in the middle of the night.
Okay. And that's as much as he knows, that the girl was scared throughout the night.
Isso é tudo o que poderia ter acontecido. And early in the morning, to the girl to understand what happened. Mother of the little girl was saying that the little girl had some marks on her mouth. he doesn't know about it, something he cannot prove it.
Of course, and that's why we're here investigating it. Yeah. At any point, this conversation that you may have had did this happen more than once?
On his member, no. At this moment, his member, no, only one time had the conversation.
Okay. Did he ever speak with Marcus, who's about this?
Você em algum momento about the incident? No, he didn't talk about it, but he went to talk to Marcus because for them to help to get Marcus out of the house.
Okay.
Yes.
So when he said he spoke to Marcus, it was at the time that they went as the house to get him out of the house? Am I getting that right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't remember if it was in the same day that they had a conversation that she asked about it, but he remembers they went over there. He went over there with his wife, and they went.
Okay. And that day that they went house, Marcus left the house that day?
Not immediately, but he knows he left the house. Maybe the next day, maybe the same day, but later in the day.
Okay. So he never actually spoke with Marcus about the allegations at all? No. And the only time that he spoke was that one time that they were all together?
No, when he believes there was another meeting after this, the first one.
Okay. And does he recall if it was like separate, like I'm referring to him and his wife?
He remembers they had a second meeting after the first one where they're trying to get to speak in the same language, to go into the same way, to walk in the same way all of them for.
Okay. Does he recall what was said in that second meeting, or?
What's the same? He doesn't remember well about the second one, but he believes it was about to get to report for what happened to the specific department. But he's sure about the first day in the first meeting they reported to the specific department that they did a report about the incident.
And then also in the second meeting, they also did a report there.
After the report to the specific department was only the first time, not the second time.
Okay,
he doesn't remember what happened in the second meeting.
So he doesn't recall any conversations that may have happened on the second meeting?
He's saying that what he remembers, that the first one was where they reported. He remembers what they had a second meeting, only him and his wife were specific about for her to get a divorce.
Okay.
And about he doesn't remember about something because they always together was more kind of informal conversation about it, more specific about the incident anymore.
So the conversation he had with they're talking about divorce, was that more of a confession type thing, or it was more, hey, I need guidance, and they're talking about divorce?
One was looking more for guidance because she didn't know how to deal with the situation, and she was looking for them as a guidance for what to do, and she wanted to get divorced.
Okay. Is Marcus still part of your? Not anymore. Since when?
Since like June or July of last year.
June, July of last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
They feel part. Yeah.
Okay. But you obviously. But you never had this conversation with the little girl or anything like that. All this information is information that provided you, and nothing obviously that you spoke to Marcus about or the little girl herself.
Okay, we didn't purchase. He's saying that since the incident, they had the meeting. He only spoke with Marcus twice. On the first day when he over there, he spoke to Mark about for him to get him out of the house.
When he was in the house, when him and his wife were in the house, okay.
Yeah, and the second time he spoke to Mars again and told Mars, hey, you need to get help. Or any kind of help. You probably need to get some help with a psychologist, or you need help. That's one thing he said.
Okay. Why is he suggesting help for him? Is that something that was said to him, like, under confession, or why are you telling him to seek help?
Probably saying in person the situation needs help. His wife didn't want to live with him anymore. He was saying that he needs to get help because he was dealing with the two ladies to be dealing with that situation together.
But obviously he don't know if Marcus took his advice or anything like that.
Since he doesn't know.
Okay. And never since June, July of last year have you seen Marcos or been in contact with them? Because I know they're not in the community, but have you been in contact with them?
Okay, yes, he didn't see her anymore, but he believes he spoke with her only one more time after that.
Okay.
When she decided, she said she was decided not to be part of the community anymore. That's when she spoke to her. Okay. Spoke to her.
Okay. Yeah, because she might not be part of the community, but she probably asked them for guidance, or look for them at maybe as friends, or because I know he's saying that they're not part of the. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Okay, I guess because to read that, I don't really have anything else. Ask him if I didn't ask him anything that might be important to the case, or that I didn't ask him.
Well, he's saying that the mother of the child was always looking for them. Yeah.
I have the shirt. I have the shirt.
Yeah, was looking for them, seeking for justice, and the mother had the shirt.
So we have the shirt.
Yeah, he believed that's everything he was about these things.
Mas o que é relevante?
Everything that's relevant to the case.
Okay. All right. You can just please. The yes, no, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, no, yes.
No, yes.
Okay. All right. This concludes the interview, and it's 1:31 right now.
Given the notoriety of Marcos's wife, this case definitely did gather a lot of attention among Brazilians and in Central Florida, and I think it will certainly be difficult for the Gruberts to get any friends with little kids to allow their children to stay over for a sleepover party. Thanks for watching Mental Lawyer, and happy Thanksgiving.